Anticipation is high ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's upcoming visit to the United States. I have with me Dr. Mukesh Aghi, President and CEO of United States-India Strategic Partnership Forum. It's an institution that furthers the business interests of US and Indian entrepreneurs. Dr. Aghi, welcome to DD India.
Thank you.
Now, it's the first time that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and President Donald Trump are meeting after the new Trump administration took power. What are the expectations of the business and trade community on both sides about this visit?
Well, you have to understand this is the first month of President Trump's second-term presidency. And more important is you have a Prime Minister who's coming off the win in New Delhi. And in fact, he's won almost every election except one or two states itself. So he also has a momentum behind him. I think you have to understand they're coming to see how they can set the agenda for the next 4 years between the two countries. The discussions are going to be on geopolitics. It's going to be on economics. It's going to be on technology trade. It's going to be energy security. It's going to be on people to people. So it's a very broad agenda.
If you were to talk about the areas of opportunity and the areas of challenges, if any, what would those be? Because there are a lot of concern around tariffs with the Trump administration.
The U.S. companies are looking at access to the Indian market. And classic example is Apple. 3 years ago didn't have much revenue in India. Today it has crossed $5 billion in domestic revenue. They're also looking at de-risking from supply chain from China. Today, 25% of the Apple 16 phones are produced. Its exports from India has crossed over $12 billion. So other companies are looking at Apple and saying, we also need to learn how to de-risk and gain access to the Indian market. So the community, the business leadership on the US side is looking from that perspective. I think from an India side, what companies are saying is, yes, we need to leverage more US pharma market. Today, 40% of the prescriptions are written in the U.S., the drugs comes from India.
How have you seen US-India relations mature and progress in the past decade?
Every president has looked at India strategically. Every president has looked at India from an opportunity perspective. And what they have come out is that India is a partner you can trust. India is a partner you can work with. But more important is what we have seen this Prime Minister Modi, has raised the bar of India's stature and partnership with the American president itself.
On that note, thank you, Dr. Aghi, for speaking with DD India. That was Dr. Mukesh Aghi speaking about the opportunities and possibilities that lie ahead for both business communities from India and the United States. With camera person Shubhendu Ghosh for DD India in Washington, D.C.